My name is Aaron Rosenzweig. I live on 1 Thorburn Road, which is in the R90 zone on a quarter acre of land with chickens. I'm part of Team Gaithersburg.org. Please look it up with your smartphone. My next door neighbor had a house like mine, but it wasn't enough, so he knocked off the top and had a prefabricated home bolted up there. The end result is cool. I like it, but admittedly, it looks different than any other house in the neighborhood. That's okay. Andy had the personal freedom to improve his home the way he wanted, and we all benefit. Recently, we decided to raise our limits on school overcrowding to 150% capacity. That way we can continue to build new homes. That's somehow okay, not only to overcrowd our schools, but to put that kind of stress on our water, our sewers, and our traffic congestion. That's okay. My friend Darlene also lives in the R90 zone, but on double the land at half an acre. Somehow, it's not okay for her to build a tiny home which is invisible from almost every angle, is smaller than Andy's addition, does not adversely affect schools, nor water, nor sewers, nor traffic congestion. Why not cut her land into 2 plats of a quarter acre each? I don't know. You just don't want to. It's not okay. Darlene built a beautiful home. It's not just nice, it's outstanding. None of you ever went to look at it. No city staff ever walked inside it when you condemned it. There is nothing unsafe nor dangerous about her tiny home. Tell me, when one of our neighbors does something interesting, why is your first inclination to say, no, that's weird, instead of saying, yes, that's cool? Darlene wanted to give her daughter a home in Gaithersburg, some independence, and a debt-free lifestyle. Is that wrong? Darlene believed in this idea so much that she spent $15,000 in material and built that home with her own 2 hands. Does that shock you? That someone would put that kind of effort into their dream home, to have the satisfaction of personal choice and freedom to innovate. Darlene was determined to give her daughter something good, and she pulled it off, but you lack the human decency to even tour her creation. Your lack of empathy has resulted in Darlene's daughter living in rural Virginia. You have uprooted a family. It was too expensive for her daughter to live in Gaithersburg while retaining her independence. You approved the size of and location of Darlene's home. You condemned it when you learned that she wanted to put a kitchen and bathroom inside, because in R90 zones, you can only have one single-family house. The intent of that law was to prevent houses from rubbing up against each other like in the Kentlands. But guess what? The Kentlands is a very popular neighborhood, and tiny houses are the new fad across the country. Had you taken the time to learn this, had you treated Darlene like a neighbor instead of a criminal, we'd be trendsetters. For over 2 years, Darlene's tiny home has been moth-balled. If anyone were to step inside, you'd put Darlene in jail for 3 months. How cruel. Judd Ashman, I've dropped my gauntlet. I challenge you. Give Darlene a Saturday and a Sunday open house viewing for her tiny home. Give her 2 weeks to make it presentable. Grant her amnesty during this time with no threat of going to jail. If she collects 100 signatures, promise you'll find a way to make her home legal. If she collects 250 signatures, promise you'll bring tiny homes to public hearing. Will you treat Darlene as a neighbor, or are you chicken to stand for personal freedom? Team Gaithersburg,
your 3 minutes are up.
What say you?
Thank you. Your 3 minutes are up. Do we have any other speakers?
Do you have any comments?
Yes, your 3 minutes are
Well,
up.
because sometimes when I leave the room, you guys say things when I'm not
I'm
here.
going to tell you one more time. Your 3 minutes are up. Do we have any other speakers this evening? Not hearing any, we will go on to from the mayor and council. And we are going to begin with Council Member Spiegel.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I will note for the record that any member of the public who attends the meetings is entitled to stay until the next agenda item and hear the comments and responses from the mayor and council on the record from comments that have been made from the public.